right, collectors, thank you for joining me today. January 12th. Yes, 12th. I had to double check. January 12th for all the news and things that have been going on this past week in the toy hunting, toy collecting, toy community in general. We're not going to talk about everything. I basically kind of curate just a chunk of stuff that's been happening. I don't think anybody talks about everything that's been going on. There's a lot of drama sometimes. There's a lot of, third-party things that don't get talked about. But I'm going to cover kind of the curated news that I like to talk about. And most of you guys know what I like to talk about, right? Transformers, G.I. Joes, cool third-party figs that, not a lot of people know about. DC, Marvel type stuff. Sometimes some arcades, we'll throw some in there. But anyways, guys, let's get to the news. Let's start talking about some things. Now, here's something that's very interesting. Oh, and if you keep coming back to watch the news, why not subscribe? What's the worst that can happen? I could send you $300 worth of figures like I did to Savage over there. He just got his figures and he's having fun. He told me he was going to have fun opening them with his kiddo. So have at it. Have some fun. All right. That's what it's really all about, right? Hopefully, enjoying the hobby and passing it down. So that's tremendous. Anyways, let's talk about real quick the new Super 7 just released Serpentor and Duke O-ring figures. Oddly enough, I found the Serpentor figure today. I didn't buy it though, because when I looked at it, for lack of a better term, it looked chintzy. It looked real chintzy. And then I was like, something's off about this figure. And so I came home and I looked at my original Serpentor from back in the day. Yes, I still have one. I still have it, the one that I had. And I went to take a gander at it. And the Serpentor that Hasbro put out 35 years ago, it's a few decades old, actually looks way better than this chintzy thing that Super 7 just put out. It doesn't look good. It looks bad. And so, yeah, from my, already they're pushing the envelope with the $20. For $5 more, you can get a classified that's head and, shoulders above what this thing is. So, when I see this Super 7 figure that's chintzy and they want $21 for it. But hey, it's an O-ring figure, and some of you guys are diehard 3 3/4 fans. I would be also if they did it right. They did add some more articulation to them, so great. But it's hard for me to believe that as a modern company, you're not able to almost replicate what they did way back in the day. I don't know. Anyways, moving on from that, this is interesting, and one of these I might give into, and that's the the Fatal Fluffy figure. I don't have a representation of that anywhere. So in this particular case, I might give into this Fatal Fluffy figure that Super 7 puts out. I don't remember who Ramar is. Ramar? Who is this? Ramar? I don't know who that is. I don't know. I know who the Fatal Fluffy was. So, but anyways, I don't have a representation of that one, so I probably will pick that one up. All right, moving on. As you guys know, we always start right down with the military, G.I. Joe, type of figures. So that's where we're going to continue to go on. GRIDIRON put out this, very cool, I don't know if we talked about it last week or not, but I'm just going to talk about it one more time. This little accessory trio. It's called the 1/112 scale mini pack, which is very reminiscent. Here's a picture of it, which is very reminiscent of the Pack Rats. Now it's a limited edition. It's a set of 3, Scout class. They call it mini pack. Like I said, it's very reminiscent of the Pack Rats that they had, Hasbro released years and years ago. It's very cool. It's very cool. So you have here's a more in-depth picture of it over here. And also Duke is in that picture for scale. As you can see, they're shrunken, and you have like a little walker that somebody can walk behind and shoot. You have like a little SAM sight, a tiny little SAM sight. And then you have like a, actually the one that you walk behind is a flamethrower, I guess, which kind of marries or follows the same trajectory that the Pack Rats had back in the day. And then the other one's kind of like just a shoot 'em up, you know, maybe like a machine gun on it. So set of 3 for $99, well, $100 basically, $99.99. I'm gonna skip on this one. I don't particularly need the Pack Rats. I think they're cool, but I don't need these. But they are cool looking, and if you're looking to, you know, harken back to the Pack Rat days, there you go. Some good old-fashioned world building there. So what I am excited about, and I don't know how I'm going to get this. You know, I might have to travel to a convention. I might have to get it, you know, I might have to get it online. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But basically, Operation Monster Force has put out, what is it? This commando unit. Anyway, here's the figure. It's an exclusive, and you can only get it if you go to specific conventions. I guess I'll have to put the conventions over here somewhere. Anyways, but Toylanta, I think, is one of them. I think the G.I. Joe, it's not the one that's here in DFW. It's another one. I was hoping there would be one here, but no. So I really want a couple of these, but I'm not willing to pay $100 for them. But Operation Monster Phantom Corps Command Unit. It's too bad it's, you know, it's too bad it's an exclusive. I mean, just, you know, I don't like that. You know, I wouldn't mind it if it was an exclusive, if it was only kind of like Bobby does it or Valaverse does it, right? It's an exclusive to these shows, and at the end of the convention season, we'll offer it online for everybody to get. But I'm pretty sure that's not what these fellas are going to do, or these fellas. So once they're up, they're up. Hope maybe Big Bad Toy Store would do that. I hope they would put that in the comments, kind of like what Bobby does, or kind of an announcement that, hey, you know, get these early at the conventions, and then, you know, after the convention, everybody else can get them. I think Bobby did a really good job with that in, you know, cutting down some of the, I don't know, kind of some of the, you know, I want this, but I can't go to this convention for XYZ or any of these, right? You know, sometimes it's not worth going to the convention if you're going to spend $500 to get there for a $40 action figure. So that's why sometimes, you know, I bite the bullet and just buy, you know, if I want it bad enough, I'll just pay the eBay price or whatever. It looks really cool. I wish I could, you know, find a way to get it. We'll figure something out. It's not going to get away from me, but it's just a little bit of I don't like it. Anyways, I get it though. I get it why you have to have exclusives. Not have to, but it's a nice thing to draw people to that convention and to get more people to go, especially if they're within that area, or it's a bonus for people that go. I get it, but at the same time, it's a little harder if it's a cool figure. Anyways, we'll figure out a way to get it. I always do, so I'm not, yeah, that's fine. All right, moving on from that. This is something that Hasbro has done this to me every time. And I know for a fact that they're going to probably release this figure later on. You've got the Nemesis Bathwave. Nemesis looks fantastic. It looks way better than that other Nemesis Goofus figure we had a while back. I didn't like that figure at all. I skipped that whole thing. But this Nemesis figure looks amazing. And I bit the bullet, man. I bought, you know what's funny is the only ones that I really wanted out of this whole set is, you know, maybe Bone and maybe Cyclops. The rest of these figures are going to end up in my $5 pile. I'm telling you right now, the rest of these figures, minus the Bath, because I'm going to build Nemesis, but the rest of these figures are going to end up in my $5 pile at, you know, the Metroplex show. So I don't want these figures. They look, it's a weak wave. I mean, the only one that I want, like I said, is Bone and then Cyclops, maybe. Husk is a reissue. Fabian Cortez is, who cares? Gambit, I don't even recognize what he's wearing, so I don't even care about that. Nightcrawler, I mean, maybe that one's okay. He's got that different costume on, but I've already got a classic Nightcrawler. I don't need this other X-Force looking one. Although, you know, like I said, that one's okay. And Bone is awesome. I've always liked that design. And then you have poor Wolverine down there. He doesn't even come with a bath part, so that one I didn't buy at all. I already have a ton of other Wolverines. Oh. Anyways, that's my rant on that. The pre-orders went up last week or this week, whatever. Yeah, last week. So I hope you put them in. Some of them are already sold out on Big Bad. I think some of them are sold out on Amazon. I don't know. I put a couple of orders in to back up my one order. Once I get all 6 of them locked in or shipped, I'm going to cancel all the other ones. So anyways, all right, moving over to the Blacklight exclusive Mr. Freeze. Of course, Arnold played this one. It's a Frostbite edition. There is no better character to do this Blacklight Frostbite edition than the Blacklight Frosty edition than Mr. Freeze here. I think this is perfect. And it might not be the Frostbite one, but I wish they would have done it that way. It's a Blacklight edition, actually, only. $30, Entertainment Earth exclusive. But we also have a Batman and Robin Frostbite Batman. I'm not a big fan of the Frostbite stuff. I know some of you guys are. So there it is, 30 bucks. Have fun with that. And now let's cover a little bit of MOTU, right? I know a lot of you guys, I like MOTU. I don't love it. Well, maybe, but only the core characters. But I know a lot of you guys like to deep dive into MOTU. So let's cover a little bit of that. You've recently had a couple of items released out there, or that will be released. You've got Leech, that he'll be releasing up shortly from the Origins wave. And then you've got Fake War, will also be releasing very shortly. Catra, again from the Origins wave. Limited articulation, cartoon version, focusing very closely on how they look like in the cartoon, or what they look like in the cartoon, right? So that's pretty cool. And then the Masterverse series, you have Roboto. I thought we already did a Roboto a while back, but maybe this is like the upgraded version. I don't know. I only watched that first season of Masterverse. Yeah, I just didn't, you know, I felt like I was tricked in that first one, but I'm not gonna get tricked again. So anyways, you guys tell me if the second season's worth a watch or not. I don't know. I do like the designs and the figures though. Those look really cool. So here's Roboto. There you go. Up here, here's Mr. Beast. Another Beast figure up here. I thought we did this one already too in, I guess the first season. Well, here's the second season. And then you've got King Randor over right there. So they look good. These are good looking figures. Am I getting any of these? No, I already have them. But for those of you that want them and deep dive like I do into G.I. Joe, but you dive into MOTU, there you go. Have some fun, knock yourself out. Usually we cover some of these third-party figs later on in the show, but these just look really great. You've got 2 figures here, the Guardian of the Horde, Keel the Undying, and this is all he comes with. And then you've got another Guardian of the Horde, the Forge Master, and this is all he comes with. Each one, I think Keel is 110, and then the Forge Master is 125. Here's what Keel looks like, or one of the configurations he can look like. It looks great, looks fantastic. I don't know a lot about this particular figure. I just know it looks great. It looks cool. And then you also have the Magma Forge Master. Also a great looking, beefy, monster looking fig. Just a great fantasy fig looking dude there, so outstanding. Nosferatu. I think Mezco is, Mezco is doing a contest. Go check it out. I think it's on their Twitter. I think it's on their, well, no, X. Now they call it X, I guess. Go check it out. They're giving away some figures out there. Pre-order starts January 12th, which is today, for the Nosferatu. I haven't gone to see the movie yet. I hear good things about it. I haven't heard anybody hate on it, so, but I'm not going to be ordering this figure. It's not really in my wheelhouse. So, but, you know, for those of you, a lot of you like Mezco. I like Mezco sometimes when they do some off, you know, some of that, what is that, the Fight World or whatever is that, what's the world that they do with the skulls in it, and the Krieg and all those. Anyways, whatever world that they're doing there, I like when they do that stuff too. So there you go, Nosferatu from Mezco. We also have Red Sonja. Now I'm not sure, I guess it's about to release. That's why we're talking about it again. But it's imminent, and actually no, I know why we're talking about it, because here's some packaging, updated packaging photos for it. I've already put my pre-order in on Big Bad Toy Store. Why not? Red Sonja is one of my favorite characters. She's, a lot of you that know me, I love Conan. He's one of the few, very few fantasy figures or fantasy lines that I collect, which is Conan. It's just because the first Conan made such a big impression on me early on in the 80s. So anyways, Red Sonja was a part of that. So I dig that figure. All right, moving on to Wave 4. We're going to work our way backwards here. Wave 4 of the Homer Simpsons of the Simpsons by Jax. I think these are 5-inch figures. You have Chespirito, I'm sorry, not Chespirito, Bumblebee Man. We all know who he's supposed to be. And then you've got Blue Bart with the blue shirt, Barney and Carl for Wave 4. I think the only one I'm going to be getting out of this is Chespirito. I mean, Bumblebee Man. That's the one I'm going to. Just because I like that figure. It reminds me of, watching the show that it's based off of. Not The Simpsons, but the other show. And I enjoyed that show when I was much younger. All right. Moving on to Wave 3, and this is compliments of Walmart. And apparently Walmart has these up, but not for sale yet. You got Lenny, Homer in a baseball suit, Milhouse, and Marge and Maggie. Are you getting any of these? Are you? I don't think I'm going to be getting any of these. I got Bart and Bartman. I mean, maybe I've already got a Homer too. So, and I want to thank Figure Fever for picking up that Bartman for me. I appreciate you. But yeah, I'm not going to pick up any more of those. I like The Simpsons. I loved them when they first came on, but that's another one of those I don't deep dive into very much. I just enjoy watching the show and watching the humor. So I like the comic book guy. If they ever did the comic book guy, I'd get a couple of those, because that guy cracks me up. Hits way too close. Hits way too close sometimes. All right, moving on. Joy Toy is going to do some Ninja Turtle stuff, but in the wrong scale. They're doing these in 1/18 scale. I love the absolute attention to detail that Joy Toy puts into their figures. The problem is, a lot of times their articulation is junk. But they do articulate, but a lot of times their articulation is junk. That's kind of the reason why I started to back away a little bit from some of the Warhammer stuff. Not that I don't love it still. I love Warhammer, but they're just not made for, great articulation. They're very set in how they can articulate. At least they articulate, I guess. So anyways, you've got Toka here, and this is all he comes with. You also have Slash. They look great. Like I said, they look great. And here's all the stuff that Slash comes with as well. You get a lobster sandwich. And then Krang. See, the figures look fantastic, but they're in the wrong scale. So that's always a problem for me. And this is all Krang comes with. I wonder if those stands make up a scene. I don't know. Maybe they do, like a little road or something. That'd be interesting. And you've got Krang there with his walker, or he can fit inside the Mandroid or whatever that humanoid, I forgot what they called it. So, all right. And then finally, because why not talk about some wrestling just a little tiny bit? And that is the new WWE SummerSlam Elite 2025 series. I don't know who William Regal is, but he's the Baff. I barely know who Triple H is, because I just barely know. Shawn Michaels, I do remember him a little bit, but again, I barely know him. Roman Reigns, I don't know who that dude is, but he's part of that series. And Charlotte Flair, well, the only reason I know her is because, woo! that guy's her father. So that's it. Anyways, that's the, wait, we got one more thing. We got one last thing. And I'm kind of sad, and I wish somebody else would have picked this up. Maybe they still will. But as a kid, sometimes I would get a lot of my comic books or reading materials, as maybe some of you guys did, because we were not a very, affluent family. Anyways, rich family. Some of my, comic books and stuff and reading material I'd get from Goodwill. And one time Goodwill was selling stacks of comics for like $1. And in one of those stacks happened to be a stack of Micronauts stories. I really liked the Micronauts. As a little kid, I was like, whoa, this is kind of neat. I really enjoy it. And then Super 7 decided to pick up the Micronauts in 3 3/4 inch scale. Will I be buying these? I don't know. Again, you guys know how I feel about Super 7 and the overpriced chintzy stuff. But at the same time, they're the Micronauts. My hope against hope is that Hasbro does something with the mask license and with the Micronauts license. Come on, Hasbro. Come on, bro. So anyways, guys, that's the news. I'm going to take a little pause here and hope that my final delivery for today, you guys are going to be surprised that I found something today, comes in. So let's take a pause here. And unfortunately, this video could have gone up before noon, but we're going to pause here to see if I can get that last bit of haul to come in today. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, now it's time for the haul portion of the video. And it's a pretty exciting haul. I wasn't expecting to get this much stuff, but a couple of items got picked up as a last minute portion at the very end. So one of them I got. Well, one of them you'll see me actually hunting for it at the midweek hunt. So I definitely picked that up, and so you'll see the hunt for it later. So let's go ahead and start off with the deals. And one of the biggest deals was Harbinger Studios did not send me an action figure. But to their credit, they did. I would have preferred an action figure. But to their credit, they did send me feet replacement for some of the figures that I had purchased from them before. A lot of us said, hey, these feet aren't working super well. I dig a lot of the figures that they've been making, so I love it. This is something they didn't have to do, but they did it anyways and this is the important part, to keep their customer base happy. It's a niche product, so, keeping your customer base happy pays tremendous dividends. I wish other companies would understand that, but no, it's something that just eludes them. All right, what else did we get? What else is a great deal? 16 bucks for 2 Joes, $8 a piece. Bunch of weapons, bunch of accessories. This is a no-brainer. And I left a ton of them on the shelf. You guys saw that. But for this one, I went ahead and picked up another one. So 16 bucks. Here's a UPC code if you're looking for it. I don't know if you're gonna find them anymore though, because now this was a huge deal too. It's not as cheap as the other one, but if you've been skimping out on this one, I think it's still $23. Well, it was. These two. Picked up 2 of these. $23 for 2 figures? What does that come out to? Like 12 bucks a figure? Come on. And they've got all these weapons and accessories. That's a huge deal. Huge deal there. That's almost a steal. And then, you guys saw me find a whole bunch of these, and I knew these things weren't going to sell. I knew they weren't going to sell for the price that Hasbro wanted to, but these knuckleheads just didn't listen. So here we are buying these at $13 a pop. Well, $13.49 a pop. I think that's what it was. So yeah, I picked these up. What else? Wait a minute, there's something missing. 1 second. And we're back. So I was like, wait a minute, I picked that up along with a couple of other things. And that was, you guys saw me pick him up. I think he was 12 bucks, something like that. There's Xenosaurus. Here's the UPC code if you're looking for him. I was never a big fan of these giant claws, but nature knows better than I do. So anyways, good figure, good dino. The Cadillac of dinosaur toys. The Hammond collection. So we've got that. And then my lovely wife found Optimus Prime, the 40th anniversary, 50 bucks, clearance. What is this, like 80 bucks online or something like that? I think it might have come down a little bit online too, but I don't know, maybe sold out at this point. I mean, at that price, that's a reasonable price for a G1 Transformer. Nobody ever told me if my story about them busting these casts was true or not. I just remember people talking about it in the Transformer forums years ago. So, deal. And then I picked this up. This is for my claw machine, for all the kids that come over. I found bags and bags of these Lego sets, just bags of them, just tons of them. Star Wars, Technic, Despicable Me, just tons of them. Kids love Legos. The claw machine loves them too. $2 a piece. $2 for a Lego set? Don't let Lego know. They'll freak out. All right, now it's time to get to the portion of the haul that no deals were found there. It's a portion of the haul that I went ahead to pay full price, much to my chagrin. All right, not really. I don't pay full price unless I really want it. I'm gonna be opening this cat up as soon as I can. Probably tonight, I don't know. We'll see how that goes after I post this up and have some free time, but I don't know if I should tell you guys this or not. I don't care, whatever. This is just fun stuff. I like to listen to the, what's it called? What is it? Anyways, I've been listening to some of the UFO stuff. You know, I like, in my spare time, I like, you know, watching scientific stuff, you know, aliens, UFO stuff, and, you know, new, you know, NASA stuff. It's just fun to watch. I don't take any of it seriously, you know, although it's just interesting to hear about these things. The What Files, or what's it called? The What If Files? Anyways, I watch that channel. It's just fun to watch. It's a really, I happen to enjoy their content. So anyways, that's what I've been doing in my free time. Sometimes that's another YouTuber that I support because they do some great content. The What Files? The Why Files. That's what it's called. Took me a minute. Back to toys. What am I doing? So yes, I love that I found this figure. Here's the UPC code for it. I'll be opening this cat up full price. But then again, McFarlane does a pretty good job with keeping the prices down, especially on the regular figures. You don't get extra hands or nothing with these, but you get the figure, 20 bucks. Not bad, McFarlane, not bad. I'll leave this one to the end. Then I also found, I knew I was gonna find this, and the package is mint, scorched alien. From the Alien, I'm a huge Alien, we just talked about aliens. I'm a huge Alien fan. So I think if anything, aliens are afraid of us. Anyways, Alien Romulus, there you go. I'm really digging that. So I won't be popping that out of the package. I'm just gonna stay. I picked up the Secret Wars poster. This Secret Wars poster from my local comic book shop. They special ordered it for me. I saw it up on their wall. It's the one, if I have time, I'll put a picture of the comic book cover where Spidey's in his black suit going like this. So anyways, I picked this up. I think it was $5 or $6 for this poster. It's gonna go up on my office wall over here. So that's gonna be fun. Or maybe I'll put it behind me. I don't know. It's a big poster though, and I like what I got over there already. I don't want it to get too cluttered. Anyways, this is the second best thing that came in. 1 second. There's a little package here that I got delivered. I don't like signing for these, I really don't. And when I just said that, you guys already know who it is, probably, more than likely. A little package here from our boys at where? Mezco. What did we get in the mail from Mezco? First, we got a Mezit. Mezit? Is that what they call it? Mezit? Look at this. That's right. Doc Nocturnal. Exciting. Oh man, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for it. I literally knocked the whole camera rig over. Anyways, Doc Nocturnal. That was awesome. But, of course, the most awesome things, sometimes not necessarily the most expensive things. And for this, I'm very grateful for one of my fellow subscribers and one of my fellow collectors. And we help each other. Like I said, build up your local network collecting, group. Go to toy shows, meet people, talk to people, engage with people in the hobby, because they want stuff, you want stuff, and then you can help each other out by telling each other where stuff is. Anyways, to that point, I had put it out there that I had wanted one of these, and literally within 24 hours or less than 24 hours, he said, "Hey, well, I'm looking for one of these if you see one." I told him, "Hey, this is where a Julia Hart figure is. If you have any leads on a clean version of Superman, let me know." And it wasn't a tit for tat thing. It was just, he was really excited. He said, "This time I can help you out. I know where there's a clean Superman at." And so he told me where the location was, and on a hot tip, guess what we found? That actually, I found like 3 of these. No, 2 regular and 1 platinum. So in all, I found about 4 or 5 platinums and only 2 of these. So if anything, this is the platinum. This is the hard one to find. And the platinums are just going to be everywhere. I don't know. I was traumatized as a child also as when I saw Superman go bad. I didn't like that. Superman does not go evil. What's happening? I was confused. So anyways, guys, super excited. Now, I don't know why it has this funky code. It rings up as another action figure, which makes me think that, is McFarlane scamming these? I don't know. I don't know what's happening, and I don't know why it rings up with this weird funky code. Who knows? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. What'd you think of the haul? What did you get in your haul this week? What are you looking forward to? I gotta go cancel Big Bad Toy Store now for that, because do I need a second one? Do I cancel? Oh, anyways, what did you get in the haul? What are you looking forward to? In 2025, what new action figure lines are you looking forward to? I'm hoping Mask gets a 6-inch, a 6-inch classified line, or gets, shoved into that classified line as well. Man, that would be fantastic. Then think of all the HasLabs for those Mask vehicles we could get. Whoa. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh, we have a new member. I'll put a picture of his name up here. Appreciate you guys so much. Once again, we're just doing this hobby for fun. All of this is optional. We're just doing it for fun, having, engagement, it's just fun. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Special thanks to all the members with their generosity, guidance, input, and insight. I'm able to bring you better content. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling these out.